Our first home is in Venice Beach, California, one of the hippest places on earth.
Venice Beach is about a half-hour drive from downtown LA. And if you're a beach bum, where better to build your dream surf shack than a stone's throw from the Pacific Ocean? Just 2 short blocks away from the beach, in this, well, ordinary neighborhood in Venice Beach, California, sits a home that's not so ordinary. This home was designed to live and breathe off the ocean breeze. This house was the brainchild of architect and owner David Hertz. He lives here with his wife Stacy, their 3 kids Colin, Sophie, and Max, and their best friend Kita. Dave has been green from the very beginning.
When I started my architectural training in the 70s, it was during the oil embargo and the energy crisis. But as of the last 20 years, we've really pioneered a lot of technology and mixed good environmental design with good design.
Dave.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing, Manny?
Hi, how are you, Manny?
Nice to see you, nice to see you. Great,
right.
Thanks for having us here.
Sure.
This place looks amazing.
Instead of a single building, this family home was split into 4 pods linked by walkways. It cost $1.3 million to build this super home. It's now worth a cool $5 million. Pod 1 is at the front and is the family's main living space. There's an open-plan living room, dining room, and kitchen. Upstairs is a sunny master bedroom. A hallway takes you to 2 smaller pods at the back with 3 kids' rooms. And there's more than enough bathrooms for everyone. The 4th pod is devoted to partying with an entertaining space and this fabulous media room. And a pool in the middle connects it all.
What inspires a place like this?
I've been in Venice a long time, and I built it in 2 phases. This was a vacant lot when I built it in 1994. The property line came just about to here. After about 5 years, I was able to buy the little house next door and put in the lap pool and 2 other buildings.
So David ended up with 4 pods in total, and there's a big advantage in having the building split up like this.
I broke the building apart to create natural ventilation. I wanted to take advantage of the free air conditioner that's a couple blocks away called the Pacific Ocean. I actually even feel now this incredible,
You can feel it right
that's
now.
our free air conditioner.
And that saves a small fortune on energy bills, around $7,000 a year. The clever indoor-outdoor design of this home means you can just pull the whole building open.
And now this is a dining space.
Yeah, it's an autonomous guest house with a full kitchen, but also a large banquet table. Stacy made this in our shop, and it's made out of all the scrap wood from making all the doors and windows, which
Your wife made this.
Yeah, so it's a great way to reuse every little piece of the wood.
And the staircase, this is something very interesting. Once again, just the meeting of wood.
Right, this is something that I designed and built, and this is made out of ipe, which is a sustainably harvested wood.
Right.
It's incredibly hard, it's almost like steel. And there's 2 bolts that bolt it all together, and it's designed to be finger jointed and open to allow for both the hot air of the radiant heating as well as natural ventilation to come through.
Yeah, because you're all about wind and everything moving around and funneling air through.
That's right.
This space seems familiar to me.
The house has been used as a location for films and even TV shows. Most recently, they shot 11 episodes of Californication.
With Dave Duchovny.
That's right.
If there were an Oscar for Best Supporting House, this would be a shoo-in. This concept of inside-outside living is incredibly cool.
Let me open these up. There we go. And just like that, hey, we've blurred the lines between outside and inside.
That's right. They are designed to pocket right into the walls and fit right into the architecture. The intent was to really just deconstruct the box and not make you feel enclosed.
Yeah. Most buildings have a post in the corner. It's not going to fall on our head, is it?
No, should be good.
I love the pool in the center of the courtyard.
While air in the house is naturally cooled, this pool is naturally heated. It's clever stuff. If you've got solar panels, it's no great leap to run off heated water to have a pool like David's. If you have a narrow shape like this and paint the inside a dark color, it will help to store all that naturally generated heat. And this pool is totally chemical-free. There are sensors in the water that measure impurities. When levels get too high, silver particles are pumped in to kill bacteria, and copper to kill the algae. The family gathers in the main living space at the front of the property. And no great surprise that David's gone for that ultra-modern open concept.
I mean, it's a nice, simple space where you can have the dining room open to the kitchen and the living room, but then also more intimate spaces for family gatherings where there's built-in seating.
What kid wouldn't want to hang out here with their friends? Keeping an eye on his kids was exactly what Dave had in mind when he designed the space. Next door, Dave's wife Stacy shows me where the family goes to kick back and relax.
Now, what is this room all about?
It's turned into what we call our media room. It was sort of more of an outdoor living room. We'll have movie nights and we invite maybe 3 to 5 families over.
And what about Dad? This is the quiet spot Dave likes to call his own.
This is David's favorite spot probably in the house. And this is his indoor-outdoor shower, but this is kind of his space.
This is not your space at all?
No.
Oh, you would spend no time in here, would you?
It looks like there's no room to spend any time in here.
What's your favorite spot in the house?
My favorite spot in the house would be a secret little office that I have that you will never find.
It's tucked away somewhere?
Exactly. I literally have a little, I think, 5 by 8 foot room that's kind of hidden behind cabinets so nobody knows where it is.
Not even the kids?
Except for the whole world now.
So were there any issues with you as far as finding materials or products that were sustainable?
Well, there are very few materials on the marketplace for that, so some of them I invented my own.
And that includes his own kind of concrete, something that Dave calls Syndicrete. It replaces a portion of concrete, around 50%, with ashes and carpet fibers. That makes it half the weight of normal concrete, and the materials can be sourced locally. For Dave, this project became a giant testing ground for his ingenious green ideas.
I said, well, I wonder if I can make a sink out of it. I don't necessarily want to do that for a client first off, so I made a sink for myself, and then a shower and a bathtub and thermal mass wall.
This thermal mass wall is a key feature in David's design. It actually regulates the temperature in the house by either absorbing heat in the wintertime or letting heat out through its radiant tube system. And this wall runs through the entire house. And there's Syndicrete pretty much everywhere you look. Benches, countertops, even their table, all cobbled together from ashes and carpet fibers.
And it seems like it's strong enough that if you had a pretty wild party, you probably could dance on top of this.
I think it has a few heel marks on there.
Upstairs in the bathroom is where Dave got really creative with Syndicrete. You name it, he's experimented with it.
I did the shower that has all kinds of unusual tiles where I use things like bottle glass and computer parts, electronic components, records, even the multicolored recycled plastic.
And did you actually press a leaf into it there as well to give you that shape of the leaf? Very cool.
I'm here on the second floor of David's home, and this is the master bedroom. And as you can see, it's floor-to-ceiling glass. Now, the green reason for doing this, let the sun shine in. But I can think of a few red flags why I wouldn't do it. Wow, what a beautiful bedroom you have here.
Thank you.
It's absolutely stunning. I love all the timber everywhere.
Yeah, it really warms it up. They're all reclaimed old timbers that have been resawn, and it's really quite warm.
You know, Dave, I was just noticing all this glass you have in your master bedroom.
Well, the reason that we did it is primarily for passive solar gain. The sun comes straight in, hitting the concrete floors. And of course, that in turn is absorbed by the concrete and by the radiant tubes that run through it, and that radiates heat at night.
Oh, so do you passively actually collect heat off the floor and then move it through the rest of the house?
That's right.
Using the sun to heat the house is a great idea, but such huge windows in the bedroom? It doesn't seem quite right. Sorry, I can't get away from all these windows. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is the lack of privacy. I mean, from down here, actually, you know, from down here, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's really designed so that when you're standing up, you can see everything outside, but when you're down low, the high, solid stucco parapet wall hides and screens the neighbors.
Well, I'll just have to take Dave's word for it. And huge windows do have other pluses. That is nice. I mean, you can sit in bed, look out your window, and you can see the palm trees moving in the wind, and it's such a beautiful sight.
Yeah, and you can see where Kita likes to be. That's
Sit in the sun.
yeah.
Stay nice and warm.
She just follows the sun around.
Just like everyone else in Venice Beach, I guess. Attached to the bedroom is an outdoor patio that's perfect for relaxing.
We feel like this is part of our master bedroom, and it offers an alternative environment to the inside. If you have a hot night, it's great to be outside, to sleep on the sleeping porch, or come out and read a book in the sun.
So this wall runs through the entire house.
That's right. It starts right at the front of the house, at the front gate, runs through, pops through this courtyard, through this glass bridge, and comes through the back building and right out the back side.
It's a beautiful view you have from here. I mean, that's great.
You're right on axes with the other bridge. You can see the 3 bridges from this point.
Oh, okay.
And now the entire property is opened up, and you can see that it just extends the entire length of the property. It's all glass and has large windows that also can slide open.
And you can
and
peer
you can
out.
really just, look right out and see the pool.
This is great. What a view. I bet this is a premium spot when there's a big party going on.
Yeah, it's fun. You get to good overview here.
Now, Dave's kids must be the envy of every other kid on the block. They have 2 pods at the back of the property, all to themselves. There's just one more place to explore in Dave's amazing green home. All right, so I'm guessing you have everything on your roof we need to look at?
Yeah, it's a real labyrinth. I've tried to utilize all of the roofs for something.
This is a golf course?
Yeah, a little driving range.
Driving range, that's great. Want to hit one?
Go right ahead.
What house isn't complete without their own driving range?
And then I've got a greenhouse here.
What are you growing in your greenhouse?
Well, Stacy's been propagating orchids. They do wonderful inside the house with all the glass,
Yeah, yeah.
but we bring them up here to really propagate them and start them.
But it isn't all fun and games up here on the roof. It also plays an essential role in Dave's grand green vision.
On this part of the roof is really where all of our technology is in terms of solar panels.
Right.
We're trying to harvest the energy of the sun.
80% of this home's electricity is generated by solar panels. That means the family has all but chucked away the electricity bill.
We heat all of our hot water with solar with a gas backup, and then in turn we heat all of our floors with our hot water heater. And it's incredibly economical because most people are paying to have their hot water hot all day long anyway.
And the average homeowner needs really about an hour worth of hot water per day, yet you're heating it 23 hours, you're not even using it.
Right.
Is there anything you do differently in building your home?
Most everything has worked amazingly well. When I first installed all the solar and the radiant controls, I was a little disappointed because there wasn't enough to do. I wanted to come up and turn the knobs and control the valves.
It's pretty automated. It does
It's
its own thing.
incredibly simple.
Have you thought of a green roof at all?
Yeah, we had, at one point, we had an entire green roof section of this back roof where we actually had up to 6-foot corn, rooftop corn. It was great.
And why'd you take it out?
We got bitten by the golf bug, and there went the organic garden.
Well, I think you're okay to do that. You have a lot of things that are sustainable and green going on here. You're okay to entertain yourself a little bit once in a while.
Dave really broke the mold when he built this incredible home.
People often thought that to be environmental, it had to be a house made out of tires or a straw bale house that was very woody-goody or, eco. Natural light, natural ventilation, natural local materials. These are essential in good design to be responsible. These are ways that people just want to live, and I think that they really appreciate that.
What an amazing house. At the end of the day, a house is a home. And I think David's managed to design a home that, well, is going to leave a sustainable impression in this ordinary neighborhood.